we are very troubled by Fast and Furious. It is our belief that we are going to have to look at this case very carefully, and we must go where the evidence leads. But conducting oversight is pointless unless we translate what we learn into action. And when I talk about going where the evidence leads, one of the things that the ATF agents told us, that is the whistleblowers in the Fast and Furious case, when they told us that they don't have the tools to counter the avalanche of guns flowing into Mexico every day. Over the last few years, we've had 40,000 of our neighbors and friends in Mexico to die with the use of these handguns. They also told us that there is no dedicated statute for firearms trafficking, so prosecutors resort to what they call paperwork violations that result only in probation. On July 4th, our committee interviewed the acting director of ATF, Ken Melson. One of the most significant things that he said was that law enforcement officials, and this is his word, absolutely need firearms trafficking statutes to effectively attack these criminal trafficking rings. I have a letter here that provides the portions of the transcript where he explained that the existing laws are simply too weak and that a dedicated trafficking statute like ours would greatly assist in their efforts. The second item I have is a letter from the Mexican ambassador to the United States, who I met with just yesterday. And in this letter, he too endorses our approach. As a matter of fact, he said it's extremely important to him and his country. He also expresses his country's gratitude for our efforts to stem the flow of military-grade assault weapons from the United States. Just because something is difficult does not mean you don't try to do it. I was in Mexico just 2 weeks ago, and basically what they were saying to us, say for example with the long guns, that has been the long guns have become the weapon of choice for the cartels. That's the weapon they want. You know why? Because they know they have problems. There's got to be reporting with regard to the other guns. So now they've gone to the long guns. So it's our duty. You know, every 2 years we hold up our hands and we say we're going to protect the citizens of this country, and we have an obligation to do what we're doing. And we'll work with anybody. We would hope, as my colleague just said, that the NRA would join us. I mean, I see this as a national security issue. I mean, you've got basically a war going on at our border through these cartels fighting with each other. And they're getting 80% of their guns from this country. I mean, it just seems like it would be something, as she said, that Republicans and Democrats should be able to join in and address.